Have you ever pondered upon this thought? Are humans inherently good or evil? A question as old as time, a debate that has engaged philosophers, psychologists, and sociologists alike. From a philosophical standpoint, two contrasting theories often surface. Firstly, we have the English philosopher John Locke, who proposed the idea of tabula rasa. According to this theory, we are all born as blank slates, without any innate mental content. It's our experiences, our interactions with the world, that shape our character, our intelligence, our notions of good and evil. However, take a step back, and you'll find a stark contrast in the perspective of another philosopher, Thomas Hobbes. He saw humanity in a less optimistic light. To Hobbes, humans are naturally selfish, brutish even. It's society and its rules that tame our baser instincts. But philosophy is just one way to look at it. Let's delve into the psychological perspective next. From a psychological standpoint, is our behavior ingrained or learned? This question has long been a subject of debate. Let's delve into some theories that have attempted to answer this. Sigmund Freud proposed the theory of id, ego, and superego. According to him, our behavior is driven by innate desires, the id, which seeks immediate gratification. However, it's also regulated by the ego, our rational self, and the superego, the moral compass developed through societal norms. Essentially, Freud suggests a blend of inherent and learned behavior. Contrastingly, B.F. Skinner's behaviorism theory places significant emphasis on environmental factors. Skinner argued that our actions are shaped by external stimuli and the consequences that follow. We learn to adapt our behavior based on these experiences. So, are we inherently good or evil? Well, psychology doesn't provide a clear-cut answer, but it certainly gives us plenty to ponder. While the psychological perspective gives us a lot to think about, the sociological perspective also has its own insights. How does society shape our inherent tendencies? This is where the sociological perspective comes into play. Emil Durkheim, a prominent sociologist, proposed the idea of collective consciousness, a shared understanding within a society that influences and molds our behavior. According to Durkheim, our actions are largely dictated by societal norms and values. But it's not all about societal influence. There's also an emphasis on individual agency and choice. Some theories suggest that despite societal constraints, we have the power to choose our actions. In essence, the potential for good and evil resides within us, and it's our choices that determine which one surfaces. It's like a dance between society and the individual, each influencing the other, shaping our inherent tendencies. But the question remains, are we inherently good or evil? Or is it our choices under the influence of society that determine our moral compass? It's evident that the inherent nature of humanity is a complex issue with various perspectives. So, are humans inherently good or evil? This question has been the crux of our exploration, and the truth is there's no definitive answer. We've traversed through the realms of philosophy, psychology, and sociology, each offering a unique lens to view human nature. Philosophy urges us to consider the moral compass that guides our actions. Psychology invites us to delve into the intricate workings of the human mind. And sociology, it encourages us to examine how societal structures and norms influence our behavior. These varied perspectives not only enrich our understanding, but also highlight the complexity of the human condition. It's not a simple dichotomy of good or evil, rather, it's a spectrum woven from our experiences, our environments, and our choices. So while we may not have a clear-cut answer to our initial question, the journey to understanding is in itself enlightening. While the question remains open-ended, it's clear that understanding human nature requires a multifaceted approach. Remember, the beauty of humanity lies in its complexity and diversity.